an interesting story because I spent a lot of time in Hammonasset Beach State Park, and you're going to hear why it plays into that in a second. It's getting warmer. Beach season, obviously here. Folks may be walking by areas, not just at Hammonasset, but other the beaches in the sand. They see the strings and the ropes, and they're set up, and you can't get there, and you're wondering why. That's good real estate along the Connecticut shoreline. Well, Dr. Jessica Canizares, do I have it right?
Canizares.
Canizares, I worked on that before, who is with the Coastal Restoration Project Manager for the Nature Conservancy, has some answers as to why we see all of those ropes and stuff everywhere, and it is because of, are you ready for this? The piping plovers, right?
Right.
Right, which I'd never heard of until a couple of days ago.
Well, piping plovers are a small shorebird, and they're here in the summer to breed on our beaches.
Is this a new thing? I've lived on the shore for many, many years. I've never heard of these plovers being everywhere.
It's not a new thing. Their numbers are small, and they've been on the Endangered Species Act for many decades. Okay. And the string fencing is there to give them space to protect their eggs and nests.
Well, let's talk about that. So obviously it's the season for laying the eggs. They're in the sand. Take us through the process for them.
Sure. Well, first they migrate back up here. Maybe they've spent the winter in Cuba or the Bahamas or Turks and Caicos. Right. Yeah. And they arrive back here, and they're looking for a wide open sandy beach above the high tide line to make a little depression and lay their eggs in the sand.
Which we have a few of those nice wide beaches. We also have a lot of people who enjoy those wide beaches. Why do the piping plovers need the protection? That's alliterative, isn't it? Why do they need protection?
Sure. Well, they need protection because they're so invisible on the beach. Even adult birds themselves, if they're not running around, they look just like dry sand. They blend in.
Is that true?
It is, yeah.
Wow.
And their eggs just blend in. And if you didn't know it, you could walk and lay your beach towel right over a nest.
Oh my.
So areas where they're known to nest, groups part of the Audubon Alliance for Coastal Water Birds, of which the Nature Conservancy is a partner, put up string fencing and have people out monitoring these birds and nests all year.
Which I was going to say, because people, I would ask the question right now as an interviewer, what should people be looking out for? But you're saying they're camouflage, it's tough to find them, which is where the Nature Conservancy comes in.
Yeah, they're very tough to find. So where they're known to nest, there's some string fencing put up to sort of give them a zone of free reign for the shorebirds where people shouldn't enter, their kids shouldn't enter.
Right.
Don't bring your dogs to the beach. Check the DEEP website and see if you're allowed to, your rules for bringing the dog to the beach.
Yeah, because dogs can't, last I heard, read and don't stick to the rules. So okay, so let's just give the basic stuff here. Your family's there if you're with the pets, which is not really something you're supposed to do. But kids see this. What do you tell them, and why is it important?
Something that's great to do, which is why I love bird watching, is it's for everyone. People love looking at birds. Piping plovers are so charming and charismatic. They're just running around on the beach, and you can stand at the edge of the fencing and look in.
Right.
And maybe you can watch them and follow them and see if they go to a nest and sit on eggs. But the important thing to know is just to give them their space.
Yeah. Gosh. I never would have thought that. I mean, especially the way how you describe them. Earlier I asked, what do they look like? Little balls of fluff. Is that right?
Definitely the chicks, when they first hatch, they just look like cotton balls with legs. They're very cute.
Cotton balls with legs. That's great. All right. If you want more information, as the good doctor said, check the DEP site to see what's where. And of course, if you see the netting, if you see the fencing, don't jump over it, right?
Exactly.
And we'll have all that information on our website, fox61.com. Interesting stuff. Of all the birds and stuff and animals that I knew that were right by my house over at Hammonasset, I never would have thought piping plovers was on that list, and I didn't know that that's exactly why the fencing was there in the first place. So thank you for informing us.
You're welcome.
Dr. Jessica Canizares, right?
Yep, you got it.
Got it the second time around. Thanks for coming in. We appreciate all the great work they're doing, Keith and Erica. That's the piping plovers. Yeah. I wouldn't have known that there was so much you had to do to save the little cotton balls with legs.
Well, they definitely deserve saving.
Yeah,
adorable.
Matt, we have to get you to my mom's house. We protect piping plovers 24/7 down there.